right, this is where we camped last night. This is called the Cheese Factory, and I have no idea why. So right there's where our tent is, and kind of set back in these. I'm not sure what kind of trees these are actually, but really kind of pretty. You know, just so pretty. And there's the Appalachian Trail marker, so we actually camped right on the trail practically. Here's the trail. So it's one other person that hasn't gotten out yet. I can't imagine that, we're so slow. But today we go back up over this, what's the name of the mountain? Tray Mountain, and I think it's called Steel Trap Gap.
Just to show you how steep this mountain is we're on, I'm looking straight, and this is where we came up. Down, down, down. Over here, you can see how steep it is because they actually put in steps for us to walk on. It's so steep. This is Tray Mountain Shelter. We just stopped here to fill up on water, have a little snack and a little rest, and it's a decent shelter. It's at a very pretty, down there's the water. You gotta walk down there to get water. But it's a very pretty campground. And we already met somebody that went over the hill there to set up their tent. And over here are bear cables. And what those are for your food, instead of you having to throw up the rope, they put cables up for you. Here's the shelter, or the privy. And so you walk in. There's no door out here. There's a door here, which just sits there. It doesn't close or lock or do anything. And then behind it is the beautiful toilet area. So I will not open that and show you that. It is disgusting. But anyway, somebody changed the sign here in this privy.
Well, we just climbed up out of Steel Trap Gap where we stayed last night. It was cold. I'm sure it was in the upper 30s, low 40s. I know tonight's supposed to be a low of 41. Get a high of 57 today though during our walk. This is a very, very strenuous day, or not. We end the day at Kelly's Knob. We'll either climb it, which is pretty strenuous, or we'll stop before that and do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow will be a strenuous day. But in any case, this is the day the Lord has made. This is from the summit of Kelly Knob. I'm so proud of Suzanne for encouraging me to come up here today. I didn't think I could do it. She was convinced we could do it, and guess what? We did do it.
This is where we spent the night last night. Feels like you're walking through a little garden, don't you? But here, this is called Deep Gap Shelter. And over there is a bear box, so you don't have to hang your food. This is the shelter we stayed in. There were quite a few people here last night. We all sat around this picnic table, had dinner together, and then we made a fire, sat over here and talked. It was a lot of fun. And then in here, it's the first time we actually slept in a shelter. And Jeff and I just slept right here on this side. You hang your bags up there, your backpacks. And then over here, another couple slept. And they even have an upstairs, although nobody was up there. But they can sleep 2 to 4 people up there. So it's a really nice shelter, very nice. They say there's mice here, but we did not see or hear any, so we were thankful for that.
All right, this is our last day on the trail, and we are going into Dix Creek Gap. Had a great night's sleep. Suzanne already showed a little video of the shelter here. Had great fellowship. It was a lot of fun. We have 3.8 miles to get down to Dix Creek Gap. The end of that is a huge decline. You know, we're climbing down off the mountain. While that's a lot less effort in some ways, it's a lot more strain on Suzanne and I because both of our knees are bothering us. And so, you know, we don't look forward to it by any means. But so proud yesterday. We did 5.8 miles yesterday, and the end of it was climbing Kelly's Knob, which is an incredibly steep incline for a mile. And at the end of the day, that was especially hard to face. But we did it, and we may not be younger for it or better for it, but we're still proud of it.
Here's Jeff filtering our water.
Yep, that's it.
This is getting our daily water ready to go. We're leaving the shelter, and here is the water source. This is where we decided to stop for lunch. That's the trail. You see my backpack up there. And I'm sitting down here with Jeff, and we feel like we're in an enchanted forest. The trees are really neat looking. It's really, really pretty. And then down there, the trail continues.
Spooky.
It's like, yeah, it's either spooky or enchanted. We can't decide. This part of the trail is so bright green. Jeff says it looks like it glows.
Well, our journey's come to an end. We've arrived at Hiawassee, Georgia, after hiking down out of the mountains 4 miles yesterday from the previous shelter, arriving at Dix Creek Gap. We completed 69.2 miles of the Appalachian Trail. The mountains of Georgia are no joke. They can really challenge old bones and joints. Suzanne and I have been so blessed to have been able to do this trip. As we sit here in this last video and think about what we've done, we said in the very beginning that we had 3 goals. The first goal was that of adventure, and it really has been an adventure. It has challenged us. It is out of the norm. We've never been backpacking before. We faced the elements, we faced hardship and pain and difficulty. Yes, it's been an adventure, and it's been a challenge for the same reasons. It pushed us past our comfort zone. We did things we didn't think we were capable of doing. We went up hills where we thought our lungs would come out our throats, when we were gasping for air. Day after day after day of that. Some cold nights when we thought, boy, no Florida person should ever have to go through this. But what a joy it all has been. And our third goal, certainly we've accomplished, and that is to bring glory to God. Many times we broke out in song. Many times we just thought about God. As we looked out over some beautiful scenery, as we looked at the mountains fading into the distance and the colors of green that skirted across the horizon. So beautiful. And every time we just thought of God. And certainly I pray that God has been glorified. I hope in our videos as well, we've communicated that to you as you've watched with us. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I pray, Lord, that the Lord will bless you, that you might find adventure, challenge, and bring glory to God in your own lives. Thank you for watching.